Sickness is a defense against the truth. Thank you so much for joining with me for the meditation of Lesson 136. Truth has a power far beyond defense, for no illusions can remain where truth has been allowed to enter. And it comes to any mind that would lay down its arms and cease to play with folly. And it is found at any time, today, right now, if you will choose, to practice giving welcome to the truth. This is our aim. We will ask the truth to come to us and set us free. And the truth will come, for it has never been apart from us. It waits for this invitation, which we give right now. We introduce it with a healing prayer to help us rise above defensiveness and let truth be as it has always been. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. Healing will flash across our open minds as peace and truth arise to take the place of war and vain imaginings. There will be no dark corners sickness can conceal and keep defended from the light of truth. There will be no dim figures from our dreams, nor their obscure and meaningless pursuits with double purposes insanely sought remaining in our minds. Our mind will be healed of all the sickly wishes that tried to authorize the body to obey. Now is the body healed because the source of sickness has been opened to relief. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I will accept the truth of what I am and let my mind be wholly healed today. Sickness is a defense against the truth. And this is Ken Wapnick. This is among the most important lessons in the workbook, not only for what it says about sickness, but for its more general comments on how we defend against the truth. To review briefly, the ego's plan affirms that sin and guilt are real, a strategy to have us fear the mind so we will leave it, projecting our sinful, guilty selves so they are perceived in someone else. Thus we see sin and guilt in another's body, attack, or in our own sickness. However, whether or not the guilt and pain are seen in your body or mine, I forget their source in my mind, thus fulfilling the ego's goal of keeping us mindless and therefore unable to choose the truth. Thus, why Jesus speaks specifically about sickness, especially in the second part of this lesson, he could just as easily say that judgment is a defense against the truth, as are anger, depression, anxiety, and specialness in any form. The content of anything we feel is a problem here. Requiring our attention and planning is the same. The forms may differ, but seeing problems in the world directs our attention away from the mind, the ego's purpose for everything. In this way, we never remember that the true problem is within. This is why it is so tempting to see Jesus and the Holy Spirit doing things for us in the world. Their doing so means there are real problems here, demonstrating the reality of the world and making it easier to forget that the mind is the only source of problems and their solution. If you let your mind harbor attack thoughts, yield to judgment, or make plans against uncertainties to come, you have again misplaced yourself and made a bodily identity which will attack the body, for the mind is sick. Give instant remedy should this occur by not allowing your defensiveness to hurt you longer. Do not be confused about what must be healed, but tell yourself, I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth, but I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. Sickness is but a figment of our imagination, literally a dream whose purpose is to protect us from choosing against the ego for the Holy Spirit, who teaches us to forget what we remembered, the ego's false self of sin and the body, and remember what we had forgotten, our innocent identity as spirit. As Jesus reminds us in the text, and this is from chapter 7, section 2, paragraph 6. Learning is impossible without memory, since it must be consistent to be remembered. That is why the Holy Spirit's teaching is a lesson in remembering. I said before that he teaches remembering and forgetting, but the forgetting is only to make the remembering consistent. You forget in order to remember better. How about that? I love you. Thank you so much for joining with me. Please remember that the body's health is fully guaranteed. I have forgotten what I really am, for I mistook my body for myself. Sickness is a defense against the truth. I am not a body, and my mind cannot attack, so I cannot be sick. Perfect for me today, because I'm running I'm running 5Ks in 24 hours. I am not a body, I am free, I am as God created me. Woohoo! Have a beautiful day. I love you. Thank you for joining with me.